Yo, Tron. So today you need to learn, you need to put into practice the art of letting go of stress. Okay? So, what I'm noticing as I'm walking around, everywhere I'm walking around, in almost every interaction that I'm having with uh, people and that I'm having with, for example, I don't know, delivering my taxes, that I'm having with my business, anything. Whenever I feel stressed, it is always a physical tension somewhere in the body. I mean, it can be in my freaking pelvis, right? It can be in my stomach, it can be in my heart, it can be in my spine. Usually it's in my spine, really. It's in the rib cage. It's everywhere, and I think that the key to basically lowering down your stress, if you have chronically high stress, which so many people have, I think the key is to simply just focus on releasing stress always. So, take this situation for example. You go outside your apartment and you're in the street outside of your apartment and you bump into your neighbor and it's kind of awkward. Yeah, and you have to strike up a conversation and it's just you can feel that there is this underlying tension in the conversation, that you can just feel it in your body. Or take another one where you, for example, if you're a guy and you're going out on the town, and let's say you see a beautiful girl and you want to go up to her and you want to talk to her and you want to pick her up, basically. And what's going to happen there is that you're just going to be bombarded by this tension, this physical tension. And the truth about this tension is that it's not in your mind. It doesn't exist there. It exists like again in your body, in your rib cage, in your heart. Your heart is just beating so hard. And what you have to do in that situation is to really, I think one of the best things that you can do is to focus on the fact that you're feeling stressed. Focus on the fact that your body is producing this physical tension, like your muscles are tensing up because of this person. And when you're in that situation, just go to that place in your mind and in your body and just release the muscle tension, just release it. And probably one of the best things that you can do is to just become uh, aware of your breath. And when you become aware of your breath, you're sort of avoiding uh, the thoughts that are constantly bombarding you. For example, if you're going up to talk to someone and you're very stressed out and you just keep thinking about like the fact that you're stressed out, well, you can always default to just thinking about your breath. You can always just default to that thought. So this is my lesson to myself today: is just to become extremely aware of where the stress is physically in the body, because it feels like this energy that is moving from like my spine and it's moving to my solar plexus, and then all of a sudden it's in my throat, and then it's in my face, and all of these places. And I think that maybe if I think a very good idea for people is to just become very aware that stress is not a psychological sensation, is a physical sensation produced by a psychological thought. Produced by a thought, really. Stress is nothing other than thought transformed into a muscle tensing up. That's what it is. That's what stress is. It's basically you're afraid of talking to other people because you have social anxiety or something like that, and that thought is now transformed into a fucking muscle spasm in your body. And the more often you feel this physical tension in your muscles, the more often you feel it, the more chronic, the more it will just become the norm, right? Like, think about it. If you have a group of 100 people, you just take a random set of 100 people in society, then I bet like 10% of those people will have so much just lingering muscle tension. Like their muscles are just on the default mode, their muscles are just tensed up and they're so stressed out, and they don't realize that it's not really the stress is not really in their head, it's actually just in their body. And the only thing that they have to do is that they have to number one, go to the place where you're feeling the stress in the body and just use your mind, your thoughts to release it, sort of like how you would relax a muscle. Like I can do this and tense my muscle, but I can also relax my muscle, and I can do that with a conscious thought. And that is exactly the same thing that's going on with stress. I also think that a lot of your muscles are very, very have been under such so much pressure and tension for so long that they have just become chronically tense. And the task that you have to do is to, number one, go to that place, release it, and number two is to basically move your body in like an intuitive way. Like, use your intuition to just move your body in a way where you can just release stress. So here is basically the task that I have for myself today is basically to set aside 10 minutes, maybe in the morning, maybe in the afternoon, to just use my intuition and move my body in all these weird little ways, like stretch out in this way, stretch out in that way, breathe, hold the breath, just do whatever your intuition, your mind tells you will release the stress. And I think that will actually release the stress. I think you actually know deep down inside movements, actual physical movements that can begin to release all of this stupid ass stress in your body. So I can make a video about that sometime. Alright, that was day 2. Bye bye.